The Kid LAROI has finally announced his next album, BIF, and we have a brand new single as well and a ton of updates to talk about and jump into in this video. I'm bringing back updates on the channel kind of in a different way that still allows me to put out videos consistently for you guys, but maybe in a lightly edited type of fashion compared to my longer recent 10-minute videos or album reviews that I've done. I'm still kind of figuring out my schedule so I can stream a couple times a week, but it was about time I got out another LAROI video for you guys. Make sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe to both of my channels, and join the Frosty Flock on Discord and on Twitch as well. LAROI was just in the studio heavily finishing up his album in October. When he went on FaZe Lacey's stream, we got some good album updates letting us know that he was reconstructing the album and had delayed it past October because of those reasons, and that he was renaming it to what we suspected was BIF, as he tweeted that in early October as well. It was just about a year ago we were talking about LAROI's National Rugby League performance he had when we thought he unveiled the title to his next project, Watch This, on his jacket, and we were hoping for a summer album the last couple summers at this point. So rest in peace to that, because Watch This is no longer a project. He might even have changed the name to Love Like Mine for a moment there, which was a snippet that we're probably never getting, but LAROI obviously is not going to be following up with Watch This after the first time anymore. So now we can kind of fast forward to later in November, where we're at right now. A month later, we know that the album is done, and LAROI just posted last weekend a surprise kind of TikTok saying that he has announced the album. We got the cover art, the title, and the date, January 9th in the new year. It will be dropping on a Friday. And in his recent 10 News interview he did in Australia, he was saying that this is his best album he's made yet, and that it's also pretty personal, which I think should be pretty good for the music side of things.
Definitely by far my favorite album I've ever made, for sure.
Can you give me a feel of what it's?
It's personal. It's personal.
As you can see here, I have the Apple Music pre-save pulled up. We have the album cover, which I actually don't mind this photo of LAROI in the water. It kind of looks like he's drowning a little bit, and I feel like it matches the lyrics to a song like a Coldplay, which dropped in September. And before I forget is the title, and that's what BIF stood for. I absolutely didn't guess it right, but I'm definitely fine with that album title and, the cover art. And even release date isn't, too far. I'm just glad we have that set in stone, and the album's gonna be 15 tracks, as we can see here, which I think is like the perfect length for an album, still under Columbia Records, of course. As you can see right here, track 8 is a Coldplay, which was LAROI's kind of sad breakup song written towards Tate McRae, and she came back after, and rightfully so, with her single Tit for Tat, and kind of gave her stance on the breakup and everything. That was kind of a big moment in pop, and I definitely think it will fit on this album. KBZ produced that one, so that was really cool to see. And then the brand new track we got was track 6, A Perfect World. This was the brand new single last Friday, and I've played this song a disgusting amount, like 100 times at this point throughout the weekend. A couple weeks ago in Berlin for the NFL halftime show performance LAROI got to do for the game over there, he performed this song and previewed it for the first time, and I knew instantly that this song was going to be a grail, and it was going to be this beautiful R&B type of attempt from LAROI that I really didn't know I needed that much, but I think after all my enjoyment of Justin Bieber's swag albums, I feel like it's kind of inspired from that. It was so nice of him to also release the song in November so soon. After a week ago, we saw a photo of him standing in front of Perfect World license plates with a very small 1120, and he stuck to his word. He dropped on time, and yeah, like I said, this song has been my favorite song right now in the past week. And if you didn't see already, I reacted to this song on my second channel, where I do a ton of reactions to new music, albums, and trailers and stuff like that. There's a ton of bonus videos over there. But for kind of the rest of the track list and the 13 other songs that we don't know yet, it looks like we're going to be getting 3 potential features, one of which we already know that LAROI revealed on Lacey's stream, and he's posted up with him a couple times before, and that is the new Australian rapper. Some people call him an industry plant as well, Lyth, if I'm saying it correctly. I heard a couple of his recent songs with Don Toliver. I know he has a brand new album, and yeah, definitely expect him to be on LAROI's project. I think that it will be decent. We have a small snippet of that from Lacey's stream. I'm glad there won't be too many tracks or too many features on this album. I guess for maybe the other person I want on there, the obvious choice is Justin Bieber for me, or even Yeat would be really cool. I don't think it's out of the question to ask if he has a collab with Ian, or if Ian could potentially be on this project, because we just saw another photo of them together. For other producers on the album, we know FNZ is gonna be on there. Eddie Benjamin is cool to see. Otherwise, we know he's been with Omer Fetty. He's done some of LAROI's biggest hits to date, so that's really good to see. And it's cool that LAROI's little brother Oz, who is a producer, is gonna be on this album as well. Definitely comment down below who you guys want featured on this project, whether it's singers, rappers, or even producers, who you guys want to see him work with. I'm really curious. I'll be reading your guys' comments. Pretty much anything that he made for this album, or like in the last year, a lot of it got scrapped and didn't make this current track list. So I hope that we get another BandLab drop and LAROI, gives us a couple throwaways before the album comes out January 9th. That would be cool. And I hope Quavo drops that snippet that LAROI played, in the little car on Adapt's live stream. That one's produced by Benny X.
And maybe one day he can catch up.
LAROI's rapping on there, which people want him to do, and I think this is a banger collab, and I think Quavo should drop this on his next project or as a single. He just dropped with Yeat, and that was absolutely flames. Other than that, like, LAROI posted a little story of like an instrumental. We could possibly see this one on the project, but we'll have to get a couple more snippets leading up to the album. It would be nice, I guess, to get one more single, one more music video, something like that before January 9th, but I don't want to hear half the album before, I guess. I loved this album right here, TFT. I have the vinyl in my hands. I've been grateful to spin it. This is legit like one of my favorite albums ever that I'm holding in my hands right here. You even get all the pictures inside, which is really cool. If you can see in the back, I have a LAROI poster right there even. But with these just 15 tracks, LAROI not trying to preview too many things, a cool cover art, and nice scheduled release like this, it gives me high hopes for the album after hearing a couple of the singles and a song like Perfect World, which I told you I love so much. We might potentially get LAROI's best album at the top of the year. He's saying it's his best, and we could potentially get an album of the year right at the top of the year in January, so we'll have to see at the top of 2026. I think after this album is out and we have the new music in 2026 during the summer next year, he should go on tour again, but like a world tour for everybody, and he could totally go do stadiums and arenas and crazy venues over in Australia for his next tour once again. So that would be really cool for his fans back home. Let me know in the comments if you're excited for LAROI's new album in January before I forget. Other than that, thank you guys for watching all the way to the end of this video and for supporting me. More LAROI videos on the way. The stream that we're gonna do when the album drops is gonna be generational. I've been very active on my social media, so go give me a follow over there. I also have 2 YouTube channels, so subscribe to me on both of those. I'm gonna be posting as much as I possibly can. Don't forget to drop a like. Join the Frosty Flock on your way out as well on the Discord and Twitch. Links are in the description. And yeah, catch you guys soon. More videos on the way. Peace.